Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. In this video, I want to show how the UFC Fight Night 83 main event Cowboy vs. Cowboy was scripted and why the official fight time on the card is 2 minutes and 33 seconds, which is not truthfully accurate. In case you missed my preview video, again, it was UFC Fight Night 83, emphasis on 83, with the headliner being Cowboy vs. Cowboy, a Brazilian cowboy and an American cowboy, as they call him. Cowboy is a word with gematria of 83, so how fitting for it to be Cowboy vs. Cowboy for UFC Fight Night 83. The man who won the fight, Donald Cerrone, was born in 83. The man who lost the fight, Alex Oliveira, was born in 88. So the winner, also born in the year 83. Now here's what's up, Truth Seeker. Notice the official fight time, 2 minutes and 33 seconds. I watched this fight with my own eyes. Anybody who recorded this fight can verify to a fact that what I am saying is true. If you go and watch the fight, the loser taps out with the clock down to 2 minutes and 28 seconds, meaning that 2 minutes and 32 seconds is how long the fight was. 2 minutes and 32 seconds. With a tap out with 2:28 left. There are 5-minute rounds and 5 rounds in the title fight. Earlier fights are just 3 rounds, 5 minutes each. So anyway, the official time really should say 2:32, but there's a reason they fudged it 1 extra second. It's because it was scripted this way because these fights are scripted by ancient numerology and gematria practices. Notice that 2 minutes and 33 seconds is the same as 153 seconds. Each minute has 60 seconds. 60 times 2 is 120, plus 33 more is 153. Now, Alex, who lost, had 17 career fights under his belt. His record was 13 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw. If you add 1 through 17, it sums to 153. Again, Alex was 17 career matches. His last match came against this opponent. Alex in his previous fight defeated Piotr Hallman, who has name gematria of 153. So in his 17th fight, he got the win, and he defeated an opponent with 153 gematria. In his next fight, he goes down in 153 seconds. The other thing I want to point out is that the time 2:33 looks a lot like the number 233, which is the 13th Fibonacci number. And these Fibonacci numbers are often coded into sports sequences. I just did a video on the Royce Gracie and Ken Shamrock rematch, and 233 was a number of significance in that fight. You can go back and watch that video. I'll link it in the description. With regards to the 13th Fibonacci number, Alex was just fresh off his 13th win. And he lost. We've seen a lot of 13 recently in UFC. Ronda Rousey lost in her 13th fight. Conor McGregor won in 13 seconds, defeating an opponent who had 13 name gematria. If you haven't seen my video on that, it was all coded out with 13. And then right after winning the fight, him and Ronda Rousey got put on the cover of the UFC video game from EA Sports. These little 13ers. So anyhow, with regards to the 153 where we started, 153 is a number often paired with 42. And in this case, it was a number that applied to both fighters. This number's from the Miraculous Catch in the Bible of 153 fish. There was a time in history when they said there were 153 fish on this earth. I don't think that was ever true. I think that was just information put out by the numbers. Anyhow, fish is a word with 42 gematria, just like the name Alex, who lost. In the Bible, it's the Miraculous Catch of 153 fish. Miraculous in Pythagorean gematria equals 42. And so does Cerrone in Pythagorean gematria, the winner. So we have 42 connections between both fighters, also syncing up with the 153-second fight, which was really a 152-second fight. And with regards to 152, I have to make one more point, Truth Seeker. The fight was in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Can you guess the gematria of Pennsylvania? Yes, 152. It was a 152-second fight, fudged, saying it was a 153-second fight, which syncs up perfectly with the fight before for Alex, the gematria of both fighters. Also, even the month that this fight takes place in. Should be noted that this fight took place in February, the only month that has 42 gematria. I can't emphasize enough that these fights are scripted, and they're scripted by the numbers, and if you read the numbers well enough, you can predict the fights. I should have done a better job on my prediction video. I rushed it. I'm often working with not enough time in hand. There's so much to keep up with, plus my real life. But anyway, it should be apparent to anyone with a brain that this is not coincidence, especially as much as I prove it and as much as my predictions are correct. In this fight, I second-guessed myself, and I thought Alex might take it. The reason I thought so was because of this. The last person that Donald Cerrone fought, he fought on a date with 66 numerology. The fight lasted 66 seconds, and the fighter who won was born on October 26th, the day that leaves 66 days left in the year. His latest fight was against Alex on his birthday. The fighter who lost on his birthday on February 21st. And the span of days between the birthdays of Donald Cerrone's last two opponents, Dos Anjos, born October 26th, Oliveira, born February 21st, is a span of 119 days. Donald, as in Donald Cerrone in Jewish gematria, equals 119. I thought he might be getting served up as a birthday present for both Brazilian fighters who tend to do well in the history of MMA. As we just saw Royce Gracie, a Brazilian, beat Kem Shamrock, a man with the 233 name gematria connection. Anyhow, predicting fights through gematria, not an exact science, but at the same time, if you're aware of the skills, if you're aware of the knowledge, you can always see how these fights were scripted. Anyone who thinks this is a coincidence, I can't help you. Cowboy versus Cowboy for UFC Fight Night 83, 153-second fight, corresponding with the loser's last win, corresponding with both fighters. Notice his record is now 13-4-1. He's fought 18 matches. He came in having fought 17. And in case you haven't seen Donald Cerrone's birthday, it's right here. He's born March 29th, 1983. He's born on the 88th day of the year, a number corresponding with Donald Trump. Trump equals 88. In Donald Cerrone's previous fight where he got knocked out in 66 seconds, it came on the same night that Hillary Clinton was having a rare weekend Democratic debate and was knocking out Donald Trump on the stage, if you will, with her insults. All this stuff is synced up so often, Truth Seeker. That night that Donald Cerrone lost to Dos Anjos, the Cowboys were also losing to the New York Giants. Hillary, former senator from New York, the name Clinton coming out of New York, the original governorship of that state before this was even a nation. It's all a big show, Truth Seeker, from the political stage to the UFC Fight Nights. It's all scripted. It's all rigged. It's all a big Freemason show. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.